Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud, and today I'll be taking a look at one of the most popular add-ons for any flight simulator that has now arrived onto Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm looking at Airhauler 2. Stay tuned for this video. Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome back to another video. Now today I'll be taking an in-depth review of Airhauler 2. Now, if you don't know what Airhauler 2 is, it's a payware add-on that is very popular with the likes of X-Plane 11, FSX and P3D pilots, and it's basically where you almost create your own airline, or you do create your own airline, or cargo airline. It is incredibly in-depth, there's a lot to get into, we won't go into everything today because that would be an incredibly long video, but we'll certainly have a good look, and at the end I'll be giving my disadvantages and of course advantages. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, but now let's hop into this video. Okay, so right now we're sitting here at London City with the beautiful Orbex scenery. You can see the Isle of Dogs or Canary Wharf back there, and of course the amazing London City Airport. We're boarding in 19 minutes, and that is the glory of Airhauler. Now, Airhauler 2 puts you in control of your own freight and or passenger company, such as an airline, whatever you want to call it. And you get complete control of everything. This includes making factories to supporting your cargo airline, to hiring pilots to support your passenger airline. It is incredibly in-depth. If you've got a business sense of mind, then you will love it, probably more than the regular player, but it is incredibly popular among the masses. So you can see we've got a tip up there, and that is Airhauler 2 being integrated with Microsoft Flight Simulator. One thing I should say, a disadvantage I'm already going to come out and say, is that you need to turn down your tip sound, because otherwise you'll get an annoying beep coming from that. Not too sure whether it's a bug, but you can see how it flashes every 30 seconds or so. Not always like that, of course, but that will make a noise every time it flashes like that, so turn it all the way down. A bit annoying, but not too bad, really. Now, Airhauler 2 is incredibly in-depth, but they've done a fantastic job with the UI. On the screen now, you can see us running through the app, and you can see the vast array of different options you've got, all the way from opening your own factories, buying or leasing aircraft, taking out loans, hiring pilots, opening bases, or even closing bases. I mean, it is completely customizable. Before I could even take passengers on airline flights, you have to do a type rating. I really enjoyed my type rating, actually. It took us all around London. It also rates your landing as well. My landing was okay at the time because my FPS does get quite low in London at times, but it's really interesting. It adds a purpose to Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I guess is what quite a few people need. Now on the screen now you can see we've got the passenger routes, and you can see we're going from London City to London Stansted Airport. We're departing in around 15 minutes time. Very easy to set up, however at first it can seem quite overwhelming. You can see down here at the bottom we've got company cash. I set it up to start off with £500,000, and you also have personal cash. Now I haven't really used that feature yet, but I believe you can also kind of pay yourself. I think that's how it works. Now, one thing I should point out is it is quite buggy at the moment. I had to download a update straight away because basically it would crash whenever I opened a new airline. However, the Just Flight team sent an email out to me straight away saying that, so it's very helpful from them. You also get a big disclaimer when you open it up if you haven't downloaded the update. But aside from that, there's not too many issues, only that and the sound. Now, one of my favourite things about Airhauler 2 is how easy it is to set up and really get into. To download for Microsoft Flight Simulator, all you need to do is download it off the website, and it connects almost instantly. It finds the folders it needs to find, and you just open it up and click OK on Airhauler 2, and it instantly connects. It finds your aircraft, shows it on the map, and it's really simple to do. I should point out there's also a manual if you're stuck, because it is quite daunting at first. Here we go, going over Canary Wharf. Absolutely amazing, guys. I don't want to give too much away because it is a fantastic add-on. However, I've shown some clips of me doing my type rating in the Cessna Caravan, and of course I'm about to do a flight here at London City. It is incredibly immersive, puts you right into the action of running your own airline. You have to do things like buy fuel, hire pilots, as I've already talked about, and of course you risk your airline if you want to expand by taking out loans. It is really fun. I've started up my own airline. It's quite small at the moment. We've got 1 aircraft and 2 pilots, one of them being me, but it's growing. We've already got a flight to Stansted. Now, as I've already pointed out, there's 2 sides, the cargo and passengers, and with the cargo side you can build your own factories at your base or at any airport you fly to. I've got Stud Air Services Limited here, and I believe we make avionics. We're now going to run through the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so the advantages of Air Hauler 2 for Microsoft Flight Simulator is that it is incredibly fun and adds a purpose to the sim. I know I've sat there many times not knowing what to do, not knowing where to fly. Well, this adds to it. You've now got something to do, whether that be doing the missions that they've got. I didn't really talk about this earlier, but there's kind of secret missions, or not really secret missions, but like the missions from NeoFly. You can do that aside to airline flying and cargo flying. It is incredibly well set up and well built. Of course, we've got years of experience with Air Hauler and the previous sims that run Air Hauler 2. So I really can't complain about the UI. It literally puts you in charge of every single bit of an airline, which can be quite daunting for some. However, it is really well explained, and you do get the hang of it quite quickly. We've got 10 minutes to our flight, guys, so I better get ready. Disadvantages, it is quite expensive. £33 here in the UK, available on Just Flight, it's in the description. But with the reputation and the complete customability of this amazing add-on, I really do think it's worth it. And if you don't, there's sales on quite frequently, so you can probably get it cheaper in the future. Another disadvantage is the few bugs we've got with the Microsoft Flight Simulator version, but I generally believe they are teething problems. It will be sorted out in the future. Just remember to turn down your tip sound, because that is quite annoying. You could probably hear it on my type rating flight. Overall, Air Hauler 2 is an add-on you need. It's absolutely great. It increases the fun and versatility of your flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I highly recommend it. What do you guys think? Do you recommend it? Put a comment down in the description. I'd really love to hear it. I'm going to wrap up this video here. I hope you've enjoyed looking at some of the features of Air Hauler 2, such as type rating, flying around, boarding your passengers. You can also set up ticket prices, of course, but I thought that kind of comes as a given. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this in-depth look at Air Hauler 2. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks to all my captains as always. If you'd like to find out how to become a captain, go onto my Discord. The link is in the description. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.